What's going on, guys? We're out here right now on the Gulf Coast doing a little bit of fishing, and it is hot and it is calm. There's no wind blowing. We got biting flies, biting gnats, everything else. Chad and Christy sitting over here in the shade, but the shade feels like it's, what, 120 degrees? Yeah, it's horrible out here. We got some set rigs out. Trying to do a little bit of fishing. Ain't having a whole lot of luck at that, but I do want to show y'all a new product, and that is this KOBALT misting fan that goes on a 5-gallon bucket. This thing was it $129? Yep. $129 at Lowe's. It includes a 2 amp hour battery, which is a 24 volt max. It'll fit any of the other KOBALT batteries too. Chad originally put a 4 amp hour battery on here that he already had at his house, and that battery ran a couple days ago from 10 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock that evening, and still had about half charge left. Also, with a full bucket of water, you only use fresh water, you only use salt water in this thing, but with a full bucket of water that entire time the other day, it was about half a bucket. Wasn't that about right? That's right. About a half bucket of water is what it used. But it's got different settings on it. You can see right here, you can change those settings to a 1, 2, or 3 with the fan speed and with the mist that comes out of it. So you can actually add more or less water. We've been keeping it on a 1 on the water and on the fan, but the mist coming out of it, it's gonna be really hard to see in the camera, but this mist will blow across every single chair that we've got out here as long as you've got it upwind. And even for, 10 or 15 feet, you can see the mist coming out of this thing. And y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This has been an absolute game changer when it comes to this heat out here, especially on the days where there's not a whole lot of air moving, a lot of breeze. Within just a few minutes, you don't really realize how much water there is coming out of this thing until you realize that you're soaking wet. And sometimes we have to reposition ourselves or the fan just because we've got water dripping off of us. But with it on, it feels so cool out here that you can't even tell how hot it is. Without it, you just wouldn't be able to hardly sit out here. Guys, I would really highly recommend buying this product. We haven't tried it any more than this week, but we've been here now for about 5 or 6 days and have used it every single day. So far, I've had no problems, and it is brand new. But there again, we haven't had any problems out of it. Anyway, the bucket does not come with it, correct?
That's correct.
You have to buy a bucket, or it'll fit on any 5-gallon bucket. It's actually got little feet on it right here where it will mount to that bucket. But y'all, this thing is really, really cool. So anyway, just thought I'd give y'all a little taste of what this thing is like. If y'all are gonna be out, even on a boat, it would be great deep sea fishing or snapper fishing out on a boat when you didn't have any wind moving. Sometimes it's so hot out there, you can't really stand to be out there either. This thing's really cool, guys. Just want to show it to y'all. Appreciate y'all checking out the channel. See y'all in the next video.